The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Check 9, check 9. Hey, check 24, check 24. Check go.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. This is Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half. And so
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set 18 Gator. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Watch the shit. Hey! Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Snap.
Now Stidham on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Under crush. Kill. Let's go. Get set. Big grip.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Stidham sets to throw on first. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Stidham, off play action. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Stidham got his man. That's Harry. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Stidham. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
On second down now, it's Bell. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Kill.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd and 14. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, Stidham. Catch is made by Harry. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Stidham to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They saw the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Protein spill. Fire.
Stidham again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 32 that time. Here's Stidham to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays and fire another one into the end zone.
And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Ready, break. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. General West. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Stidham. And an alley to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the 1st half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
3 bucks. No. Hey, lock it. Clear.
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown.
N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
15 line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That one complete to Anderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is down to 2. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Look at me. Go.
2nd down, Stidham to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Stidham. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They go play action with Stidham. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. D.D. Westbrook. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, Sam hit it.
They'll run for it with Michelle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll go again with Bell. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Let's go.
Back to throw. Open man is Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, D. Watch tight end.
Now it's the backup Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now Stidham. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Quinnen Williams in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, Charlie.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham. He's going to sling this deep, and this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38. Play action. It's Stidham. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Ready.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run with Harris. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. 4th down, here's Stidham. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Blake Jarwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Marr on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Patriots 29, Jets 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. There was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Stidham on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for New England. 47 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
He'll take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd down, Stidham. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage. especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. Third down here. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Stidham. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd and short. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Daquan Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To throw is Stidham. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. They've got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. Marr able to put this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team.